Today I'm going to answer the question, is it worth upgrading from an entry-level speaker system to a mid-tier speaker system? I decided to upgrade my front stage to Focal Flax speakers from my Focal Universal Integration speakers. I enjoy the sound of my current speakers, but I'm constantly looking for ways to improve my system if possible. I already had aftermarket speakers installed in my car. The installation process was a simple swap of speakers. I will have a link to my original install video in the video description below. I recently added sound deadening to my front doors, but I wanted to build upon that, so I added a sound deadening door kit on top of the already installed sound deadening material. Again, I'm constantly looking for ways to improve my system. I will have links to all the items used in the video description below. The door kit I purchased came with a foam ring to install on the top of the speaker, which is designed to seal the speaker to the outer door panel, and a thick piece of sound deadening material that is supposed to be installed behind the speaker on the metal of the door. To begin, I removed the 6.5-inch driver first and installed sound deadening material, which I already had, behind the speaker on the door skin. The Flax speakers didn't come with foam rings to go between the back of each speaker and the speaker adapters, so I installed sound deadening material on the front of each speaker bracket. Next, I installed the sound deadening door kit. I started by installing the foam ring on the outside of the speaker. Be careful, as the ring's double-sided tape is extremely sticky. Next, I installed the sound deadening material designed to go behind the speaker. I did not remove the door skin. I removed the material's backing, folded it, and inserted it inside the speaker hole. I made sure to push the material firmly down on the inside of the door. After the sound deadening kit was installed, I installed the speaker's crossover box. I found a good location that allowed me to install the crossover box without interfering with the door panel. I installed sound deadening material on the back side of the box. I then secured the box to the factory wires using zip ties. There are 3 wires to run, one to the tweeter, one to the woofer, and one to the input wire. The input wire can be ran to either the tweeter or the woofer. I chose to use the woofer wire. During the filming of this video, I was still waiting on Amazon to deliver more Tessa tape. I've inserted a video of the passenger side with all the wire completely installed with Tessa tape. Next, I installed the tweeter using the same Toyota-style tweeter adapter that I had used on my other tweeter, only this time no trimming was needed. Again, I wrapped the tweeter wire with Tessa tape to reduce possible noise created by the wire vibrating on the plastic of the door. So, was it worth the upgrade? Well, my answer would be yes. To me, it was worth the upgrade. I wish I had bought the Flax in the first place, but I was undecided on whether or not I was going to add an amplifier. If I knew I was going to add an amp, no question, I would have bought the Flax from the beginning. If I had stayed with the factory amplifier, then the Universal Integration series would have been the better buy. How does it sound? Well, the mid-range has a more natural sound, and the mid-bass is improved over the previous speakers. But the biggest difference would be the tweeters. They're not as bright as the UI tweeters, but are still very clear. Some would say a more laid-back sound. Also, the Flax speakers have the ability to take more power than the UI series speakers, which is normal as the UI series is designed to be a factory replacement. I've listened to a lot of speakers, and I believe this test of speakers holds true to most brands. You'll see an improvement the more you spend on a particular brand, but you need to be aware on how you plan to power and set up the speakers that you're purchasing. Entry-level speakers are good with factory power and no DSP. Mid to higher tier speakers require more cost and equipment. I'm running a larger amp and a DSP with these speakers. I will have a video on the DSP soon. I hope this video helps you make a decision on whether or not to upgrade or to decide on which series of speakers to buy. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more content.